Well, good evening, people of England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. I hope you're all well. Yeah. So, over the last sort of couple of days, myself and one or two other people, and I don't normally do this. I don't normally talk about trolls. I usually block them. But this one is a little bit. I'm a little bit shocked and surprised at the hypocrisy involved. So I'm just going to wait for our Laura to come in, and I think she's here now. Brilliant. Sad. Um, yeah, because it's been a funny old week, and we live in a world, I think, now where people just are weird. People are just weird and hypocrites. And Laura, how are you? You all right, love?
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, good. That joined really quick, didn't it? I didn't think
Yeah,
it would accept.
yeah. It's let me just.
And you just started.
Yeah, well, I'm just sort of having a chat with the people here about this. I can't really call her a Christian, and I can't really call her a woman, so I'm just going to call her a bint. Yeah, because that's what she is. She's a bint, and I'm kind of shocked that a lady of this woman's age is conducting herself in the manner that she's conducting herself. It's like what? So just to sort of let people kind of know what's been happening. Myself and Laura have been trolled and viciously attacked and slandered and spoken about as though we're New World Order government agents and New World Order government
Right.
shills, and we work for the government by a woman that worked for the government.
For the government. Yeah,
How does that
no,
even work?
it's so hypocritical. It really is.
It's like, hello. And I was speaking to my mate Boris earlier on, and actually he's going to come. He's on his way, to be fair, and he's going to come and join us. Is our pal Boris, and a few guys know who Boris is. He used to be the premier of this country. But
Country.
anyway, so I'll let you start, Laura. What's she done to you, lovey? What's this bin, this pissed up old bin, yeah, that likes too many sherries on the night time? What's she been doing to you, lovey?
I've heard about her drinking. In fact,
Oh,
someone
I'll tell you some stories, but go on.
a little story that she actually peed on someone's couch when she was so drunk. Yeah, that
Ooh.
she peed on the couch. She stayed over at a friend's house or something. Yeah, she does have a little bit of a problem.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's proverbially taking the piss,
literally.
isn't it?
Literally.
Fucking hell! Wow. So go on. What? Go on. Tell me more. I'm
Well, it's
intrigued.
very strange because I haven't had anything from her. I had a fallout with her.
Right.
Um, it was about 2.5 years ago when I first started. You know, I
Putting
started
yourself
following
out then.
Barney, and then obviously Fiona and David. You fall into this
Rabbit hole.
movement, yeah, the rabbit hole, and you follow. And all of a sudden, and I was sharing posts for the rallies that Kate was doing. This is right at the start of the pandemic. I'm all new to this. I don't know who anyone is. I've never heard of trolls. I've never heard of shills. I didn't know what government controlled
Welcome to the truth
opposition. Knew
movement.
none of this. Complete virgin to all of this. And people were just sending me friends requests, and I was like, oh my god, all these people are part of the movement. Oh, this is so wonderful. Didn't for 1 minute think anything to do with trolls. I just thought people are wonderful.
Yeah. What you do?
Yeah, I was innocent. I just like to think that everyone's the same as me and just wants to, work together and fight the corruption. Then I got a message from Caroline Stevens, and she started talking to me, and I was like, who is this woman? She said, Kate is not who you think she is. And I thought, well, okay, I don't know who you are, but she seems to be doing some really great stuff. So, I'll just go with my judgment. And I didn't like that she kept putting people down, and she started with Kate, then she started with Fiona. Now, obviously, whatever my opinion of Kate and Fiona now is irrelevant, but this woman completely out the blue doesn't know me, and she's messaging me. And then I find out and I looked into her and I thought, who are you? Why are you messaging me? I'm no one. I wasn't And then I find out she's a UKIP, ex-UKIP,
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
wannabe or MP. And I thought, why is this woman who's an ex-MP,
MP wannabe. Yeah.
yeah,
If you want to be my MP.
Why is she messaging me? Why is she trying to convince me that Kate and whoever and David Icke and I just found it very, very odd why a woman of her meant to be intellect, of her
Which she looks the part. Yeah, yeah. Goes
yeah,
on like she's the part.
I just left it. And then one day I was commenting on something and I saw Caroline and she decided to slag someone off. At the time it was Fiona Rose Diamond. And I was all new to like I said, I was all new to the movement. And I said, look, Caroline, I don't think this is fair. We shouldn't be slagging people off. We should be united.
Correct.
And she blocked me. And I thought, well, that's a bit odd because I haven't attacked you. I haven't badmouthed you. I've just asked you to stop, please, attacking Fiona. You have no evidence. It was over a hand signal, which was absolutely genuine signal. It wasn't even done on purpose. It wasn't anything. She just had her hand on, and this is me sticking up for Fiona here, right? Okay, this is saying something, but this is, because when it's right, it's right. When it's wrong, it's wrong. And if it's right, I'll say,
right to be right, yeah.
And it was the way she had her hand. She said, oh, she's doing the 666 Mason sign. I went, this is bullshit. Seriously, this is bullshit. So she blocked me. Never heard of her again. Then someone said to me, I think it was last year, oh, Caroline Stephen said your name, told me, as a friend of mine, told me your name is not your real name. I was like, oh, right, okay, yeah, that's true. Obviously, things came out about my real name, which is fine. I've got no problem sharing my real name, and I have done so on my lives. As of January this year, I start getting seriously attacked from the trolls. The trolling really, really started, but that is when
77th Brigade. Yeah.
I changed and got involved with the Knock Knock Challenge.
Yeah.
The council challenge.
Yeah.
Fighting the utilities and helping share the word to put your properties in a trust, put your assets in a trust. That was it. Then last week we done a live with Mark Horn and Brian about the council tax challenge.
I watched it. Good result. Fucking well in team.
Results.
Knock. Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely winning. And then all of a sudden someone says to me, have you been upsetting people again? And they sent me a link. I said, I can't see it. He said, oh, it's Caroline Stevens. I went, oh, she blocked me. He said, she's talking about you. I thought, well, why would Caroline Stevens want to talk about me? Well, I've never heard so much shit in my life. And I was gobsmacked. I thought, why is this woman talking about me? Why? And in fact, I think she's probably deleted the post. And she shared I'm trying to find it. I'm looking. She shared a link to the group on Twitter called Truth Hurts. I don't know if you've seen Truth Hurts. And they are a troll site, completely
full of trolls.
Full of trolls. That's what their job is. They are pro-government, pro-vaccine, and they're there to educate anyone.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm also having my own personal issues with someone that they are protecting. Another personal attack at the moment going on, which I'm not going to go into, but they're personally protecting, this troll group is personally protecting this woman. And Caroline Stevens has shared this troll site status of me, and she's decided to jump on the post. And I thought, now why is Caroline Stevens getting involved with a troll group? Why is an MP wannabe, meant to be educated, meant to be sharing the truth, getting involved with sharing a troll site about me. I'm no one. That's
so she's putting herself about and making herself busy for whatever reason. So for me, it's like
that proved to me.
Has she called you a government shill?
That
she has in the post today, hasn't she? Did she put a post about it today?
I think she's deleted.
New World Order agent shill. Something like that.
And I just thought this all makes sense now. You, Caroline, are the true shill.
And we're going to explain to people why in a second, yeah? Because this, I mean, I'm smiling from ear to ear because I actually thought when people got to a certain age, there was mature, and these were the elders, the wise people, the elders of the councils that we looked up to. They had grey hair and they looked pleasant and they had a nice smile and they were wise and they were compassionate and they were loving people. But not our Caroline. Our Caroline says she's a Christian. Now, I'm not into religion of... Yeah, well, I'm not into religion of mankind. It's not a thing I'm bothered with. I just like to, you know, be right with people and people are right with you. If they believe in something, fine. I believe in just being right with people. However, she's a Christian. She's a devout Christian. I've looked at her website. I've watched some of her videos. It makes me laugh, yeah. She's very, very nasty and vile. But this is what she's saying. So we... just two, and there's many other people on there that she's named and called out as well, check this out, government shills. We are agents of the New World Order. Now, this is coming from a woman that ran for Parliament in 2015.
Yep.
We'll come back to that. She also ran to be the local councillor in Somerset before that for UKIP. Now, she's not to do with the government. Yeah, not at all. Now, I watched an interview with Ian Summersgill from Somerset News. Now, she's called me. She's looked at, I used to work for the local TV network in advertising, Made in Leeds TV. They sold out. I worked there 2 years, and they stiffed me before I got past 2 years, so they didn't have to pay me any redundancy. Two days before, they let me go. I'm like, really? Come on, stop it, yeah? But I enjoyed it, and when I worked there, they gave me a lot of exposure when I was doing the street kitchens. So she's called me out for working in the media. Well, I was working in advertising, right? Okay. But anyway, I enjoyed it. It was a good crack. I got to learn a little bit about TV systems. She's also called me out for doing charity work. Well, you know, I don't know if you do know, because I've not done it for many years now, but I set up a string of street kitchens all over the country. I slept out all over the country, raised money to fund these kitchens. I've done that. I've raised money for other street kitchens and other charities, you know, to give people a hand. And I've had the blueprints. I set up the Real Change meetings. Chrissy and Dave will tell you about it. We had hundreds of people all over England coming, and we were trying to put out some truth and educate people. We had speakers on, like Paul Webster, telling people about the gas. We had people talking about the cures to cancer. We had even Yvonne Stewart-Taylor, who was an ex-councillor that were fighting the system through the social services. And we were trying to put as much information out there as possible. And it was a big success. And that's when I first learned about trolls, a certain troll called Russell Burton, which I'll leave that there. Those that know me well know that. Then we had Bada Bing. Well, now Bada Bing was just Brian Allen Davis. Well, this was a very vicious, nasty little man that got off his head on ketamine, tampered with his children, and then started projecting on everybody all over the fucking internet. All of us went onto his nonsense website, Facebook page. But everybody run at him, and they were like, you know, we found out where he lived, and we, you know, it was just like, mate, you're an idiot. And we just did what he did, and we trolled the life out of him, and he disappeared into oblivion. But Caroline Stevens, so some of the stories I've heard, and I've been speaking to a few people about her, didn't know about the pissing herself one, but I know that she often turns up at events pissed up, yeah? Makeup and lipstick smudged all over, smelling like a tart sandbag falling all over the place. It happens all the time. And I've heard it from 3 different people. Now, I also heard that she also stayed and went to see somebody, a friend of mine who lives over in Wakefield, and she was pissed as a fucking fart. They were like, what? But this woman, what she's done, she's tried putting herself in the political spectrum because she wants to be around like-minded people, okay? But the political spectrum has rejected the fuck out of her because she's not up to the grade. Now, she tries to come across well, and she goes, oh, yes, well, Ian, I thought I buried that when Ian Summersgill asked her about, oh, you were at UKIP and you're part of this other association. She went, oh, I didn't think you know about that. I thought I'd buried that a long time ago. Skeletons in the closet, Caroline. And then she goes on and talks about she was the Brexit campaign manager. Now, this is the woman that's calling everybody a shill. You're a shill, he's a shill, she's a shill, they're a shill. She's the Brexit campaign manager by her own admission, yeah. She ran for Parliament in 2015. She ran for local council. She was a Brexit campaign manager. And out of her own words, this is how you know it's controlled opposition. She went up and down the country teaching youngsters how to be activists. These are her words. How to become activists into churches, schools, and community centres. Hang on a fucking minute, you silly old Ben. Are you on drugs? Have you been sniffing your mum's fucking knickers that have been in the... I don't know. What are you doing, love? Have you found one of Boris's Peppa Pig toys? And have you fallen in love with it? I don't get my head. How can somebody that's got a political past, like an alleged political past, is her words, I'm not really dug into it, but I do know that she did run for Parliament. I think she got something like 18 people voted for her or something stuff like that, yeah. Which is
research.
Yeah. But this woman is, it's like, this is hypocrisy on acid. This is hypocrisy on steroids, acid, amphetamines, and ecstasy, all at the fucking same time. Her head must be in a tizwaz, because it's like, that's like me saying to you, you're not allowed to cross the road, it's against the law, then as I'm crossing the road telling you.
She's an absolute hypocrite.
It's like,
and she uses religion and the word of God to actually manipulate people.
Oh, yeah, she attacks vulnerable people.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she attacks vulnerable people.
It winds me up because I've seen too many people use the word of God and the Bible and religion as a weapon to brainwash and manipulate people. And she's
religion. It's religion. It's religion. Split the world up and called it religion and divided and conquered the world. But yeah.
She's very manipulative. But
she's a horrible bent.
Why?
She's a horrible bent.
I remember Fiona when I was watching her lives last year because she was getting attacked, and she actually said apparently she was the office bike for her.
Oh, Caroline Stevens. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Knickers off, pants down, isn't life a scream?
I think it was the only way she could get, promotions. So she went through most of the men that she could in the office.
No wonder she's failed then.
Yeah, that's why she's failed. She wasn't even good at that.
She wasn't even good at sucking the mean one. Oh, dearie me. But you know, it does make you laugh, and you've got to find the funny side of it, because this is hypocrisy, neon lights flashing away on its fourth booster.
Oh, here we are. She's actually this is why Mad Mix, Sexton, Shimirani, and Justin Rea, she's mentioned Justin Ray, and the rest have been employed to create problems by the Freemasons for the Freemasons, but you wouldn't listen. So she's actually blamed my Justin, as being a Freemason. This is the most hilarious thing going, because he does nothing. He doesn't get involved, really. He doesn't do lives. He supported Save Our Rights when they were doing
protesting and that, yeah.
And worked in a pen for them as part of the movement, just to get a bit of security with it. That was it, just to support the movement. But this is what she's done. She's actually brought him into this when he's doing nothing. This is how low you get. And now I'm asking and I'm wondering, why all of a sudden are you picking on me? There's a reason. And I think it's because
the metal on the head.
We're getting very close.
Yeah, with the council.
Yeah, the council tax. We're getting very close. And I believe we're getting very close to a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. And I think what happens, I don't bother with trolls. I really don't. I usually block them. Yeah. And it's like, I block them and disturb them and give them the time of day. But this one was putting pictures of me. I was on holiday. She's got one of my holiday pictures. I'm like, hey, what? At least you picked a decent picture of me, to be fair, yeah? And I'm happy about that. But then she's saying that I worked in the media.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
Because I worked on my LinkedIn profile. I worked for TV company. I was in advertising, and that's the only time I ever used LinkedIn was while I worked at that company. And then I'm on Twitter, apparently, which I didn't know about, but I'm on there, and
Are you another one?
I've got the owls, the owls, the owls, the owls, the logos, the owls. I was speaking to her as me. I have another account that lays dormant. You know, from when I get blocked, I can just go on and, you know, have a nosy about. But she was speaking to me, and she didn't realise that she was speaking to me under another name called Glover, yeah? And she went, look at his logo, it looks like an owl. I said, it looks like a pair of breasts as well. But does that mean he wants to be a woman? What? You know, she went, well, the colours are put common purpose. I'm like, no, the colour's green for Earth, and the lilacs is for you know, the brain, the calmness, it's common purpose. I said, well, if you want to call it what you want, love. But he works for the media. He's the shill. I'm like, love, he works in advertising. You've got videos of yourself saying that you're Somerset Media. Are you on drugs? Have you been? If you're not on drugs, you need to be on fucking drugs, love. You know what I mean?
You have to ask yourself what she's really doing. What have they actually got her to do? She's got I don't even know.
Do you know what? I don't think, right? I don't think she's. I think she's just a lonely old woman, a sad, twisted, bitter, lonely old woman that tried to fucking get into the political sphere and couldn't get into it. With that, just like Bada Bing, yeah, she's coming back in vengeance. So anybody that she thinks, in her little head, she'll be thinking, well, I'm still doing good for the government, because she's twisted like that. That's how these people, the psychology of it works. They wouldn't accept me. But it's like that Stockholm syndrome, isn't it? Yeah, it battered me, he beated me, and everything, but I still love him. You know, it's that mindset. That's the way she is. She's suffering from delusional government Stockholm wannabe syndrome. In fact,
I'm trying to find something that she done about me, and do you know, I actually can't find it. But she came out with such bullshit. She seems to know more about me than I do.
Yeah, well, I think I saw that. It was something about Italian names and all that, and I'm like, well, you know what? When I was born, I was, my dad's Indian, so my dad named me an Indian name, and on my birth certificate it says Indian name, but all my life I've been called Jason Nota. But does that make me a shill, Caroline?
Oh no, you didn't just give away something personal. That's it now.
Shit,
that's going to be all over. That's going to be all over.
Well, it's not Jason Nota's not even his real name, but it is, because he's on my license, he's on everything, and
you haven't done on me. Laura Nina's not my real name, and that's it. You can't trust her. The fact that I've been talking and being the same.
But this is a woman that sits behind a computer, pissed up on sherry, pissing her pants, yeah, slurring her fucking words, and hasn't done really anything, yeah. I mean, she's done a bit of campaigning because she wants to be part of the government, but when it comes to doing goodness, it's like, what have you done? Have you helped anybody save money? Have you helped anybody feed themselves? Have you stood out in all weathers? Have you set up meetings? And have you encouraged people to network and join arms and educate each other?
Yeah.
All you've done is stick your tongue up the government's arse and then go around saying, you're a government shill. Hey, up Scooby-Doo's on TV. He's a government shill. Hey, old fella walking down the road with a Zimmer frame. He's a government shill. Oh, look, the sun's out. That's a government shill.
Yeah, she has accused so many people of being shill. Literally, people that are completely innocent. Just for if you don't agree with her, you're a shill. If you don't do what she says, you're a shill. If you question her, or you know, put her on the spot and say, well, hold on, you know, that's not what you said last week. Block straight away. There's no debating. There's no communicating. She will not have it. She doesn't give you a straight answer as well. She won't explain herself. You'll get a couple of words and that's it. And you're like, is that why you didn't make an MP? Because you couldn't structure a sentence together? Yeah. She said the old man in the chair was a shill. Oh, Vernon Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she blocked me. Yeah, she blocked me when I called her out for attacking Cassie. Oh God, yeah, she was right on Cassie Sunshine's case, weren't she?
Massively.
Her and Cassie were like cat and dog, weren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, she was really calling her out, and she was on to everybody. Everybody has been a shill. Everybody. And she's the one that works for government.
She's got a shilling fucking missing. I think that's what she's got. About a fucking shill. I'm as much as a shill as my mate Boris, who's on his way now. He's calling
Very
past.
good.
He's on his. I'm just looking down the street now. Actually, I can see his security entourage coming up the street. I reckon he's just stopping and waving to people and shaking hands. He shouldn't be shaking hands, Boris. Remember what happened last time? You ended up in hospital, you silly cunt. Dickhead. Remember? 3-day resurrection. We won't forget you, Bozza. And then he came out looking completely different. What happened there?
I'm trying to find. Oh, it was sent to me because the way she blocked me as well. But I'm trying. Oh, there it is. I think here it is. What she said about me. Oh, here we go. Laura Nina, real name. I think she's actually, honestly, I actually wonder if she sits there collecting data on people. Maybe that's her job, but she doesn't do a very good job of it because she probably has too many wines. So she doesn't get her facts right. That's why she didn't make it as an MP. Laura Nina, her real name, Loredana. She is Italian. Well done.
That's
well
what
done.
I read, yeah. Yeah, you look Italian.
Yeah. She has 3 children, I think. She's not sure. Alleging. One is under 18. Well done. That doesn't take a genius. And she homeschools him. One of her children, an older male, has issues with cannabis. Do you know what? How many 18-year-old teenagers do you know that haven't experimented with smoking cannabis?
I'm going to have a joint in a minute, so what? She's jealous because she went from cannabis, she spiraled down to the crack pipe. Now she's a crackhead, metaphorically speaking as well.
So let's look at this. So my son might have, gone through, actually he doesn't even smoke anymore now, he's completely stopped. He's gone through that, realised it wasn't for him. And he's 18, he's going to be 19 in a few weeks. How old is she, 50 something?
I thought she was in her 80s.
Oh, and she has a problem with alcohol still, to the point where she pisses on people's couches because she gets so drunk.
No, she doesn't have a problem with it. She can get it at corner shop. It's cheap as fuck. There's some right bargains in Somerset. They have the Somerset corner. Hey, out there, and I have a pint of lager and a sherry, you bastards. So she's like, I seen it in shop.
So she point out that my son, who's an 18-year-old and experimenting at his age, yet this grown woman will, get so out of her nut and still piss on people's couches.
She still goes to a local firm, off license every Friday, and she goes, if I use your, I'm an MP. And major pisshead.
Major pisshead, that's what MP said. She's a major pisshead.
She's a major prat.
She claims to have owned 4 houses. Actually, no, I haven't. I own 3. At one point, but now lives in a council tax. Oh my God, how bad is that for me? Life hasn't been kind to me, sadly, because I've dealt with the corruption of government, which is what I'm fighting for, to what she's working for.
You don't have to justify yourself for this woman, Laura. You don't have to justify yourself for this woman.
I thought, this is what she's doing, like she's got something on me. Well, I just want to clarify this, because Caroline, actually, you have nothing on me, and I think I've spoke about this before. In fact, now, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have lost my houses and flats and whatever that I owned. I live in a, this is the funniest thing, and she lives in a council house with her son and chickens. That's so important.
Listen, people are saying don't let her get to you. Listen, I don't do trolls and I don't usually give them time of the day, but this is hilarious. So this is just entertainment. This is just pure comedy value for me tonight. The woman's an old bint. She's a pissed up sherry head. Like I said, she pisses on people's says. She reads half of the fucking headline and she's that pissed before she's even finished the paragraph. She can't even get her information right. She dresses like a tartar sandbag. She goes around calling everybody shills and she's, oh, hang on. Wait, somebody's at the door. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door.
It's amazing that this woman actually made it. Well, actually, that's what she didn't make it. Can't structure a sentence.
No, she can't. Right, so, listen. I'm sorry to interrupt, and we've got a gate crasher and I can't help it, yeah? Right, but he came before and I caught him earlier on and I asked him, I said, Bozza, how's it going now, pal? My old chum, how's it going, pal? And he went, like he does. And I mentioned Caroline Stevens, and he said, "Get kettle on, and I'll see you around there tonight at yours. I'll have a chat with you." He didn't even do it in his Boris voice, yeah, which I was shocked that he could actually speak. However, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you know him well. He comes and visits now and again. Here he is. He's our buzzer. Boris, how are you doing?
Look at that.
So what he
Oh,
said there was, he's been chilling out since he's no longer Prime Minister, yeah? He's watching this silly woman, another bin, yeah, just trying to run the country into a fucking state. But what we want to know, Bozza, is you mentioned to me about Caroline Stevens earlier on, didn't you? Tell me how do you know her? Tell me what you saw when you had something to do. Just tell me about her. Tell me about this old bin.
they're at the party. Oh my God.
So what he just said there is she's an old bin.
She's not. That's it. Simple as that.
So
She must have been at the party.
when you were sort of like, Bozza, you like running country and getting us out of Europe and all that, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She was your like campaign manager.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. What was that, Boris? Well, he said something about sherry, photocopier, and smelly fingers.
Oh my God.
He said it looked like a slugger crawled across. Anyway, Boris,
Oh.
was she successful? So what he just said there is, no, she was shit. She was always drunk. Yeah, she was always drunk. She was always hanging around trying to touch his bottom. What? Trying to touch his bum. Yeah. And she said, he said, sorry, he said he likes that part, yeah. But when he offered her a position in his cabinet, she said yes, and he said, no, you're going in the fucking cabinet with the rest of the trophies, you're bent. Boris, that's not a nice thing to say.
You know you're upsetting her. She's going to be doing something, a status about you tomorrow.
Boris, I mean, Caroline Stevens, just tell me this, Bozza, yeah? Be right with me, will you, son, yeah? Because we go back way. I remember last time. He's just run off. Boris, no. Boris, no. Get the fucking pig out. What, Boris? Oh, here we go. He's at it again, isn't he? Look at him. Fucking, I swear to God. Do you know, we're supposed to be talking about trolls here. Oh, he said pigs. So that's why he brought Pepper along.
How did that pepper pig you got there?
She looks like Caroline. The pig's better looking. And it don't piss itself. And fall asleep in people's houses. And it's teetotal.
Oh.
He said, but she makes a good cup of fucking cha.
I've got a friend who told me she can tell me some stories about Caroline. I haven't got to that yet, but yeah, she's not.
Well, she turns up at these events, apparently, and I've been told off a few different people that she turns up drunk, plastered lipstick smudged and tits hanging out and everything, and it's just like, it's somebody you'd see in a 1980s fucking disco fucking backstreet somewhere in the middle of a fucking seedy city somewhere, yeah? You know, the old, that she thinks she's still 21, kind of, but dresses like she's 21 and, you know, goes around dribbling shit outside of her legs and pissing herself and falling asleep and acting complete idiots in people's houses. And but the kicker is the reason why our Boris wouldn't employ her, because he wanted somebody that actually had a little bit of tact. He wanted somebody to keep their legs closed at least till they became an MP. yeah, and she
Who
just
could
wouldn't do it.
structure a sentence?
No, and even Boris wouldn't even have a go on the town fucking bike.
No.
But he did watch a few. And Matt Hancock was involved in one of them as well.
Ah.
Ooh,
Oh my
okay,
God! You know what? You say that they're probably very true. What you're saying,
no,
you just don't know what goes on in those.
Blah, blah, blah.
Probably been Stanley.
It's very, very true. It's very
Isn't
true.
she
Our
quite
brother.
close with Nigel? Wasn't she? There's loads of pictures of her with Nigel.
Farage.
Yeah. Let's have a look. She does. She looks very evil in her. In her.
Well, she's a Christian, and Christians, you know, people that have got good hearts. Now, you think that majority of people, when they say they're Christian, they're trying to tell you they're a good person. And on that, they're saying, "Look, I'm a good person. I'll be right." Yeah. Christians don't make vile comments about people. Christians don't lie from a point of hypocrisy. Christians don't get pissed every night on sherry and fucking lemonade. Yeah. She probably has a few shots, a few lager chasers with sherry as a tipple. Yeah. Christians don't piss on people's sofas. Christians don't go around calling people. Christians don't want to be councillors, politicians. Christians don't want to be stuck so far up the corruptness. Christians want to go out and they want to feed people. They want to put roofs over people's heads. They want to make sure people are happy. Yeah, I'm not religious, but for me, that's how I see
Give something back,
Christians.
help people.
Yeah, people that want to go out and help others. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but this woman, she's a vile, vicious. Old Ben, yeah, you know, you can tell it's a woman. You can tell it's a woman. I look for the Adam's apple in some of the pictures, and it's not there. There's no apple.
No.
Unless she's airbrushed it out. I don't know, yeah. But no, she's a woman, but it's like Jesus coming along and saying, I forgive you, my children, you little fucking shit. You're a shill, a shill. Go on, Judah. Fuck off, Mark, you shill. Fuck off.
Conditional, isn't it? She's a conditional Christian. She's only a Christian if it suits her, if you go her, do what she says or believe in what
she's a pissed off old bin. She's a bigot. That's what she is. She's a bigot.
Very sad. I mean, and the other thing, I just want to say, like, someone messaged me today and says, you know, I follow Caroline and I follow you, and this is really hard because now, you know, I thought I could trust her, and now I don't know who to trust. But that's the whole point of why they do this.
Absolutely, yeah, it's divide and conquer. But people need to use their brains, and it's like this. If people start throwing stones, at other people, you got to ask yourself the question: why are they attacking? For what reason have they got? Is it a personal issue where somebody's crossed words and said horrible things to each other, or is it just for some reason out of the blue? Somebody said I got sent about 20 odd people sent me the post that she put up. And I just laughed at first. And then I'll have a little bit of digging around here myself at this woman. And I just it was like pure fate. The first fucking thing that I found of her was admitting that she worked for the government. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah. I know. Where's the logic? Yeah.
You're calling everybody a shill, and we all are government New World Order agents of the New World Order, and you work for the government. Are you on drugs? Are you been smoking crack? Because if you haven't, you fucking need to be on drugs, love, and you need to smoke some crack. Might sort your head out, because and you know what? You've got to, I know I'm saying taking the piss out of her, because she deserves to have the piss took out of her for after posting shit up about me. Yeah. And there's a Facebook page called, what's it called now? Exposing the Trolls. Troll of the Week or something. Yeah. So we're going to start naming and shaming all these trolls when I'm bored at home, sat on my own, and I've got no to do. And I'll just have a little bit of fun. Yeah, because I've had enough of these people. But in reality, it is sad. I do feel sorry for her. I really, genuinely, my heart bleeds for the woman. Because to do what she's doing, she's in a real bad, low vibration. She's in a bad place to do what she's doing. To have to go out and attack people that are just trying to spread a bit of love, light, and try to do a bit of good in the world, and try to help others. Even if you just help one person, for me, you've changed the world. Simple as that.
Exactly.
To go out and try to attack somebody and live the life that she's lived, she's obviously suffering from, she's regressing because she's not got where she wanted to be. She's obviously upset, and she's projecting now all her hatred onto those people that, I mean, I had a look at her videos on YouTube, you know, she's not no big thing at all. There's 150 views, 200 views, 70 views. I mean, on the posts on the wall, 3 likes, 2 likes. Half the people are like, why you being a nasty, horrible, vile woman? So for her to be like that and be in this fucking real low vibrations,
But
it's not, it's sad.
I've
It's
noticed
sad.
that about a lot of the trolls online who are trolling and attacking and harassing, abusing
You've got to feel for
people,
these people.
bullying people. They seem to have some kind of problem, mental problem. They're in they're in a low state themselves. They've either got drug issues, alcohol issues. They've had, you know, mental health issues, and they haven't actually looked within and worked on themselves. And so, because they haven't managed to themselves, they're taking it out on everyone else. And instead of giving something back and saying, actually, let's, you know, fix me to fix others and help, no, I'm just going to attack everyone because I feel like crap. I'm going to attack you.
It is sad.
Very sad.
And my heart does bleed for her, and I do pity the woman. So, Caroline, if you're watching, darling, please, darling, do yourself, forget about this. You can scream and shout about me all day long. I don't give two flying shits about you, love. I won't even give you another thought after this video, yeah? You don't even exist, honest to God, yeah? Somebody will mention your name in the future, and I'll go, who? Yeah? Laura, again, she really doesn't care about you, my love. She doesn't give two flying hoots about you. But we do care about your mental health. So please, darling, go seek professional help. You can listen. I've had family members that have gone to Alcoholics Anonymous and they've become better people from it. But the first sign of recovery, my love, is admitting you have a problem. And I can assure you this, my love, you have a major fucking problem. You are unhinged, you are disturbed, you are vile, you are vulgar, you are not a nice person. You call yourself a Christian with Christian values. You are quite the opposite to the spectrum. Maybe you work for the Church of fucking Satan, not for the Church of God. Because you ain't doing God's work, I can assure you of that. So please, hand on heart, my love, and I'll say no more on the matter, and I'm not going to post, and I won't troll you, honest to God. I won't lower myself to your level, even though I did make a page about you today, because I couldn't help myself, because I was bored at work, and I thought, I might have a little bit of fun here, yeah. And I've looked. I said I could make a montage of her, yeah, and just completely expose her life out of her, and she'll go underground and she'll never come up again because she's put all her own shit out there and the nastiness and the way she talks about it. And if she wants to go down that road, we'll go down that road. But I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna block her. I've been watching her from one of my fake profiles, and it's kind of funny, to be fair. It's got the owls. No, love, the breasts. Are you pissed? Yeah, you look at the Real Change logo. She said it's an owl. There's two people holding their hands up, joining hands. That's what it's supposed to be. But actually, my brother, they did me the logo because he's a printer. My brother years ago. I said, do the logo, Arcade, and he came up with that. And I said, it looks like a pair of tits. Never mind a fucking owl. And you look at the Real Change logo, it looks like a pair of tits. And I thought, no, well, we'll leave it up anyway, yeah, because he works on it and put some time and effort into it. But it's like an owl. I'm like, no, look, it will look like an owl when you've had 7 glasses of fucking sherry, silly old bastard. Come on. Anybody else says it looks like a pair of tits. Yeah? I never changed it because they worked on it. And I thought, no, because, I didn't want to insult my brother sort of thing. But, again, just going back to what I was saying, please, Caroline, your family love you. Your friend, you're only one friend that you probably ain't really your friend, really. He's just latching on to you because he thinks he might get somewhere and become famous like you, or become a politician or a councillor or even just a road sweeper. He just wants a job, so that's why he's latching on to you. However, your family, your distant family that have distanced themselves from you because you kept on going around them, pissing on settees when you were sat there at Christmas and shit like that, yeah? They care about you. So please go seek some professional help. Leave the people that are out there trying to do a little bit of good in the world to do a little bit of good. Because I'll tell you this much, you're nothing but a hypocrite. You're nothing but showing yourself for what you really, really fucking are. That's just a pissed up old bin, yeah? And there's no two ways about it. And the way you're coming across is just like, do people
but it
like
also shows we are really onto something. For her to start attacking, where
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think she's part of any. I just think she's just a sad, bitter old lady that never got anything in life that's attention seeking. That's what I think it is. But she's got herself now into a state where the hatred's kicking into the attention seeking. Because
Yeah.
look at her posts, look at her statuses. Nobody's really engaging with a woman. Yeah, so that must be infuriating for her as well. It's the same 4 or 5 people that post, and then they just go off on a tangent and start posting other shit. They don't even keep to the subject. It's like,
And she used to tag people to get a reaction. Have you noticed?
yeah, and a few people she's tagged over me. I had
Yeah.
one. She tagged one person, and the person went, "You're talking shit, woman. He's a good guy. Knock it on the head."
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, well, that
And
backfired on you, didn't it?
in my
Yeah.
post he made about me, and the lady came back and said, please stop tagging me, I'm not interested. So she tags people and they don't want to know, just to get the reaction. She's so desperate.
It is. It's like an attention seeking thing, isn't it? She's seeking attention, and she's doing it. But it's like it's the kid mentality, isn't it? It's if you can't get good attention, we'll go for bad attention.
It's any attention, including negative attention, is better than no attention.
The child mentality, yeah. The mindset of a kid. Yeah. But the problem is when you conduct yourself in the manner that she's conducted herself and the way she's gone about things, the attention she's getting, people are looking and going, what the fuck is this woman doing? Is she off her head? Is she fucking smoking crack again? You know? And it's like, I just don't.
Don't you find that very doom and gloom with the stuff she shares as well?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that because people want to. I get that because they want to put it out. But it's the people she attacks it. And you just go down the wall, she attacks everybody. You know.
She does. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think, Bob?
So that's Boris. I was actually thinking you had a dog or something, to be fair. That's brilliant. That's like a Boris. Excellent.
He said, leave Caroline alone. She's going to get the medical help she's going to get. He's going to have a word with his pal Nigel, and Nigel's going to have a word with their mate Kia, and Kia's going to have a word with Liz, and Liz is going to have a word with Matt, and they're all going to just pass the fucking buck like they all do, yeah? But he did say at the end of it, she will get sorted out, she will get looked after, but she will be getting passed around again like she was in the younger days, just to see, you know, if she's still as tight as what she is. Boris! Never mind how tight she is. She's not going to be tight if everybody's been through her, is she? I'm sorry, but come on. Okay. I told you, didn't I? I said what he was like. I said he's a vulgar little shit, yeah? Last time he was in here, he was humping Matt Hancock's leg. And I had to cut the fucking stuff all. I had to cut the feed shut. I had to shut it off and cut it short. But he's been good today. It's because there's a lady present, so he's biting his tongue, metaphorically.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. But anyway, Bozza, do you want to get yourself off? You need to go get a shower and clean yourself, don't you?
Oh, after all those dirty thoughts.
Right, he said he's going to go because he's got some stable boys to go bugger.
She's that.
Bozza.
Oh no, I'm not going to read that.
No, I'm not going to read comments. Bye, everyone. Bye, Bozza. He's just. You didn't know Boris could fly, did you? Just fucking flown across the room. Yeah, that's because he's had his mRNA jab and now he's a super Boris.
Oh, let's not even go there. Do you think, you know, this? Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about that.
No, let's not. Have you got a final message for Caroline? I've said what I think. I think the woman needs psychiatric help. She needs psychiatric help. She's unhinged. She's very, very traumatically disturbed. She's lost. She's lonely. She's attention seeking. And with that, she's become a vile, nasty, vicious pisshead of a bint. Yeah, a bigot.
Yeah, she has. And it's actually really sad. And actually, I can see now why she didn't make it, because she's clearly not intelligent enough. She can't hold herself. She can't compose herself.
Well, we know she can't hold herself. She pisses all over the place.
Yeah, she did.
Okay,
that was quite evident. And to be fair, I mean, ultimately, she wants to keep talking about me, and if it makes her day and it gives her something to do, then so be it, you know.
I feel honoured. I'm kind of honoured, to be fair. I love it when she all the time. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'll do a video tonight. No, but you know what I mean? It's like, and then I block them. Usually what I say to them, I say, God bless you, you need it blocked. And I send them a love art and a rainbow and a planet Earth and some nice things, some nice
Your
icons.
block list must be as long as mine.
Oh, well, my other account, I had like just short of 100,000 followers on that. Yeah, then they shut me down before, just as COVID happened, and I started doing a few videos and just completely wiped off. Some of YouTube, I had like 60,000 on YouTube, completely wiped off the map. Yeah,
No.
but that list, somebody said to me, "You blocked me." I'm like, "I must have been a mistake." They're like, "Can you find me?" I'm like, "Can I fuck? Are you on drugs? Have you seen how big my block list is? I'm not sitting there for 4 hours looking for your name." Oh. Get to the bottom, I must have missed it. Fuck. You know? But no, it's like, don't give them time of day. I'm having a laugh with this woman. I feel sorry for her, yeah. I do feel sorry for her, and that's, and on that, I do, yeah, because it's not a nice place for her to be in. But she's a stupid old bint of a.
Well, she's just been doing this for so long now. She's, you know, I've often said, as people age, you will see their true self come out in their face, and she does look very bitter.
Evil, doesn't she? She looks like a gargoyle on a fucking, you know, the gargoyles on the buildings. That's what she looks like.
Yeah, she looks, I'd say reptilian to me.
Yeah,
She looks
I get you.
Yeah.
I think she's one of these not real people that's just a biological creation. She might have been made in the same lab as Hillary fucking Clinton. She might have come from the same garage.
Maybe she was made in a lab. Maybe she was cloned and mixed different species. You know, maybe there's a bit of lizard in there somewhere.
And I think they mixed her with lizard and a barley hop.
Yeah, obviously.
She's the barley hop queen. Yeah.
Oh God.
But anyway, well, listen, all right. Apart from that, how are you keeping? You all right?
Yeah, good. I'm glad we could be, you know, silly about this. It's just a bit of laugh and just to get.
It's not. There's no point in getting wound up over these people, because these people are just like, okay, well, look, you're an angry person. You've got a lot of issues. Yeah, please don't project it on me. Yeah. No. And if you're going to keep projecting it on me, I'm just going to fire back and take the piss out of you, because that's what you deserve. Yeah. You want to come invade my body space? It's a different game. Yeah. But apart from that, you want to write a few words on a screen. Yeah, it means jack shit to me. It just means that you're just attention seeking. If I give you a boner, if Laura's giving you a boner, she probably has got a fucking.
I know. I don't even want to think about that.
I want. She probably has. She probably sits there. Boris.
Don't.
Stop it. I've just seen him out of the corner of my eye, dating little bastard. I mentioned boner, and he gets one. But no, it's. I'm saddened. But it's been an entertaining day or two while I've been watching this woman and put a 30. I mean, I jumped on a Telegram group and I put a little video. It's on my thing. I sent you it, and I think if anybody wants to watch it, it's on my Telegram group. It's on my Instagram. I think Laura, if you want to put it up about this woman, because I mean, when you've got somebody saying you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, and then there's video evidence of them being the actual thing that they're calling you.
Yeah. Oh, this is spot on to what's going on right now. Honestly, it's everywhere. And most of the people that are calling people out, that are abusing, bullying, slagging, this is them. They are talking of a reflection of themselves, and this is what Caroline.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's actually very sad, and this is, there's, you know, like Caroline, false allegations. They don't get their stories straight. They twist things. They make things up, and you just think, really? And this is what we're dealing with.
So tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, we're going to have 2 minutes silence for Caroline's mental health. Yeah. So for all you guys, there's 85 people still on this feed, including yourself, Laura. I'll be ringing and checking, so make sure that you don't answer the phone. Yeah. But we'll have 2 minutes silence tomorrow at 11 o'clock for Caroline's mental health. And please, guys, I want you to, before you go to bed tonight, get on one knee and say a little prayer for her. Wish her a speedy recovery back to God, away from the Church of Satan, because that is where she's operating from at the moment. God bless her, Son Cox, but she is. And anybody with a brain, anybody that's not vaccinated with a brain, can see that. Oh, in fact, anybody with a brain, you know,
with a logic, common sense.
Yeah, anybody with even anybody with a family brain that shares it with 28 members of the family can see that. You know that she's mentally traumatized. I don't know. I don't. You know, I don't like to put conjecture out there, but when she was shagging everybody in the political sphere, they must have abused her somewhat there. You know, they'll have drugged her up and all sorts. You know, but again, I don't want to talk. It's not a nice thing to go through for the woman, but I bet she has suffered at the hands somewhere along the lines of some form of mental and physical abuse.
Well, she was definitely used. She was probably trying to sleep her way to the top.
Yeah, and the problem is, she gave first fucking MP gonorrhea, and then word got out of that. Well, it game over. Stupid. I told you to go to the clinic, you stupid cow, but you didn't, did you?
No.
You know.
Oh,
so that's probably what happened.
Poor woman.
Yeah. Or when David Cameron got arrested and they hid in the fridge, guess who already beat him to the fucking fridge? Caroline. He went, he opened the fridge and he went, Caroline, you'll never get far under my watch, and shut the fridge, and then went and I hid under bed, didn't he? Something like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Or was it that she was at Peppa Pig World when she saw Boris, and that's why he came on and he was shocked, because it was reminiscing about the times when the whole cabinet. I won't say no more. Give up.
No, say no more. I think you're right, though. I think she's looking for national fame. I think she wants the limelight, and this is the only way she can grab it.
Is by attacking people.
By attacking people, yeah.
Good people as well.
Yeah, and it's most of the time it is good people, and you know, and if you are an MP, because it's what she's meant to be, and you're sharing troll pages with false accusations and attacking good people with no evidence, no supporting evidence, no facts, then what does that make you?
If you want to be an MP, don't ask Caroline Stevens, because she didn't put the grade.
Don't ask her advice.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, it's been lovely chatting to you. Just want to just let people know that what's happening with the Knock Knock while we're here. Well, I say we. I mean, you guys are all doing it yourselves. I'm just here watching channels.
Brian, fantastic.
So just as a quick update to let everybody know, basically the challenge the councils in the courts, and the councils have backed down and closed shop and said we're not going to pursue you anymore, because we've said prove it.
That was the one case. My cat can't make up its mind whether it wants to come in or out, so it's playing with me. That was the one case, and the withdrew their summons in court.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good thing, and it was funny because this is once we done the live. It was after that, I think, that Caroline started writing her short sentences about me, and because it's a massive, massive thing for the council tax to withdraw their summons, and they cleared the debt. So yeah, we're on the right track.
It doesn't exist. That's why they backtracked. They're just fraudsters. The whole system's fraud. You see, people say that you should try shut down the system. The system works. It just needs the right people running it.
You need to get rid of.
If we shut down the system, then the New World Order comes in, opens the door for them. So we need to keep the system, but we need the right people in there. Right, listen, Laura, it's been lovely.
And you
take care, my love. I need to block this. Somebody's laughing away like it's probably one of the troll brigade, laughing away. Well, listen.
I can't see the comments. If I'm blocked, I can't see who it is, thankfully, anyway.
Yeah, somebody's laughing at everything we're putting. But, you know, that's just testament. When I see shit like that, I get a boner. Never mind Caroline Stevens getting a boner. Yeah, because I think to myself, I'm obviously hitting a nerve. Good, that's what I'm here to do. That's my life. I'm here to fuck the system up and bust the system and make it a better place. That's what I'll do to my dying day. I've always done it. Even as a kid, people told me I was like that as a kid. I'm like, I can't remember that. But these people that are trolls, it just makes you laugh. You've got strange things going on in your head. You are very sad
They
people.
really have. Yeah, they really have. They've got a lot of time to waste.
Yeah, but you know what? I usually go to bed at midnight. I've got a bit of time to waste myself, so I might have a bit of fun tonight. Yeah.
I don't normally do late night. This is late night for me. I'm normally asleep right now. Wow, look at this time. Gee, yeah, it's late night.
Yeah, it's after. Well, listen, Laura, you take care, love it, and I'm sure we'll speak soon. And
Much love to everyone. Thank you.
yeah, keep up the good work with the council tax and just keep being you, my love. And don't worry about these trolls. These trolls just show themselves. And soon enough, they're like Bada Bing, yeah, they disappear into oblivion. But Bada Bing, oh, he was a nasty piece of work, he was. Oh, fucking hell. He even, that fella, pushed somebody to suicide. Yeah, that's what he did, that fella. Yeah, and he tried attacking me. He was attacking my missus at the time. So I got his number, rung him up and told him, mate, I won't say what I said to him, but you can imagine, you know what I mean? It's like, carry on doing what you're doing and you're going to go. You just
realise the impact you're having on people, you know, who are really trying to do good. They don't realise.
My Telegram name, Rob, is Jason Nota.
No, really?
Robert's just said, what's Jason's Telegram name?
Is that
Yeah,
it?
Jason Nota. It's just my name, bud. Just my name. I know Robert anyway. If it's the same Robert, then I know. But yeah, so final words from me. Listen, keep it real. And listen, just be the light that you're meant to be, people. Shine bright, shine hard, shine fast. And you know what? We have to have a balance. We have to have darkness because light doesn't exist, and we have to have light and darkness doesn't exist. So unfortunately, in this duality called planet Earth, we have to have one of each. Yeah. So don't let the darkness. And I've often said this: you can walk into a dark room with a light and illuminate that room, but you can't walk into a light room with a piece of darkness and darken it out. So we're winning. Yeah. And once the light shines, it shines, and consciousness is catching. So these people, they're on the wrong side of history. And when they leave this place, karma's a bitch. I promise you. Karma's a bitch. We only leave the body. The spirit don't leave. And what you project and you judge the most is what you come back as. So Caroline, you're going to come back as a what do you call them? A bedwetting mattress. You know the sheet. That's what she's going to come back as. Yeah.
Thank you to Caroline for giving us a bit of entertainment tonight. I needed it.
Oh, yeah. You see that? The world's smallest violin. Right, listen, you take care. Love, light, and peace, people. Laura, see you soon, lovely. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.